This is a dangerous airfield. If you lose your engine on takeoff here, for a long stretch there's simply nowhere to go, except into the trees. The runway is only 640 meters long, sloping downhill to the south, but then the terrain rises into dense forest. It's not until this point that you'd actually have a chance to turn back and make it to the runway safely. And surrounding land-out options? They are scarce.
Look at this amazing view here. I'm next to LakeComo. I just started in Alzate, Brianza. It's an amazing airfield in Italy, and especially in spring you have here great conditions, great thermals, especially if you make it here at the beginning on top of the first mountains. Then you have here an amazing playground up to Austria, even to Slovenia, and yeah, it's an amazing scenery. For now I need to get here a thermal, make here some more meters, wait for my team partner, and then we will make a short, nice flight here in this amazing area. Let's go in here. The good thing about Alzate is that for me it's just 5 hours 30 to drive from southern Germany, which is much closer than to drive to southern France, for example. So tonight I will drive back home. I will make an early landing and should be at home at midnight. So at least that's the idea. And I had already three super nice flights here. Just fantastic scenery, good conditions, and the moment I'm here to fly with Mario Kiesling, who's my teammate for the World Gliding Championships in 1 month in Poland. So we said we want to train a bit, and because of the super early World Gliding Championships, we need to find a place where we have good weather, or the likeliness of good weather is high, so that we can fly as much as we can and to get used to each other and to train with the equipment and everything, with the glider. And I'm also using here new software, firmware version of the LILB, which works amazing. We also published on our webpage a new tool where you can analyze if your installation of the levers is good. You can see if you should adjust the horizon, for example, or if the GNSS antennas are not really working great, and so on. So I will put a link below so that you can check this out. Still in a beta phase, so yeah, if there are problems, let us know and we will try to fix that and to improve it. But I think it really helps to set it up. Let's have a quick look around here. So we are heading south now, somewhere down here. I'm not sure if you can actually see that. Focus is a problem. So somewhere in this direction, there is Alsat, Brianza, the airfield. Ahead of us there's the first mountain range here. And sometimes, like yesterday, it can be quite tricky to thermal up here. We found out that it's much easier to just get a high aerotow or use the engine a bit more. Today I used like 45% of my capacity to just get high here, and then it's super easy to get into the higher terrain. But the days before were also easy, so yeah, just can be stable here. From the flatlines of Italy, you see the moisture air from the sea, which is stable, doesn't look good. Then here on the left hand side, you already see LakeComo, also somewhere on this side behind me it should start. So that's super scenic here, which is amazing. And then in the background you see all these tall mountains where you can then fly. And to come back from the high mountains, of course, is super easy. It's no problem at all. But I will, here down there, you see some gliders. They are still making the way up. And I will now fly back so that I stay in the good working area, because down here, you see they are thermaling, but I didn't feel anything in my 1,900 meters. So let's see. Let's get back. I think down there I also see Mario super low, still trying to make the way up. And that's where I just thermaled, where I had a good thermal and gained some more altitude. And then the usual way is to get up here up to 2,000 meters and more. Then you cross to the other side of this valley, and you're in the good area with thermals. Look at this amazing view here, Lake Como, the first crossing of the lake of the day. We need to go to that mountain over there to find a better thermal, to gain some more altitude. Let's make some more meters, and then there should also be a nice thermal. And it's always good to be on top of the ridges. You can thermal. The wind comes from one side, the thermal from the other side. Take some more extra speed so that we really don't stall. The first ugly turn here, but it's fine.
Sometimes you just have to take in the scenery without chasing the perfect thermals. This snow-covered path looks almost unnatural from up here. I'm heading west to meet up with Mario and an Arcus that arrived yesterday on a cross-country flight from Königsdorf. But the thermal conditions really aren't ideal for pushing further west over the lake.
Finally some nice ridge flying here with Mario. Ahead of us we have Sondrio.
So Mario and I decided to trust the forecast after all and fly a short leg to the east before heading home by car.
The wind is quite parallel to the mountain range here, so that's why it's turbulent. But we have the sun here directly onto the ridge, which of course generates some thermals, some updrafts.
Sometimes it's really tricky to decide, do you fly the windward side or the sun-facing slope that's in the lee? Down in southern France with a breeze, for example, it's much simpler, because wind and thermals are working the same side of the ridge.
Now into the lee. 3.
One more climb in this thermal and we should have a great final glide. As you can see here, I don't always nail the thermal right away either, but with a centering assist from the Laris barometer and tightening up the turn a bit, we are climbing nicely.
Willst du da rechts rumfliegen oder wie? Probier mal, oder?
In this case, Mario has a sporty idea,
Okay, go on.
jumping over the small pass. It's always important, even when flying as a team, to make your own judgment on safety critical decisions. At first glance, I find it intriguing, but I wasn't sure we really had the altitude to pull it off. As we approach the pass quite low, there's an option almost until the very end to break off the crossing with a right turn and stay on the south side of the ridge. In the end, it all works out. At 150 km an hour indicated and a bit of altitude to spare, we make it across just fine.
The landing here is also a bit special because there are a lot of trees and the runway is lower. Here's down and blocked.
After landing, exit at your convenience.
Yeah, it was great here. Really amazing airfield. Thanks for the club that they accommodate so many glider pilots. It's super busy here. But yeah, it was a great week or great 4 flights here.